Good morning, friends. This is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back with our 180 Bible verses for conquering anxiety devotions for women. And I just wanted to kind of stop this morning and ask you guys for some prayer. We have a family member that, and I didn't say anything a couple days ago, but maybe lightly said we need prayer, that is very ill. And I can't go into names or specifics. But I got a call or got messaged a couple days ago and then immediately start calling. And most likely they will be okay. That 90% sure it's going to be okay. 95% looking at the stats, but it was a horrible day or two, and anxiety was high. And don't get me wrong, any of these kind of situations are stressful, and we know it firsthand. I mean, we know it firsthand, in our house, and my husband and I. And anyways, so matter of fact, I was talking to my sister yesterday because she's medical, and I was like, what do you think? And she was able to kind of ask around, do some research, and then finally she said, "There's nothing to do but now wait." And most likely they're in a better place, so we just have to wait. And I just said, okay. And my husband and I had tickets for a concert last night, and she was just like, "Go, you need to get away." And I was just like, I'm so tired, I haven't slept. And she was just like, "Go." So I'm sitting here with my coffee because I have had one sip, and I am I'm tired. There's no doubt. But I have an appointment this morning, so gotta hustle, gotta get going. But I wanted to stop and spend some time with y'all. But I do appreciate your prayers. I will keep you posted just as we continue on as we get sent information. There's more blood work Friday, and some of my blood work came back weird yesterday. So it's kind of like, what a weird couple of days, nothing major, but just kind of one of those things like, how does that happen? So I think I'm going to go to an outside place and have my blood work done. We are paying a fortune through our doctor to use his lab. And I don't know if it's that they don't use our insurance. I don't know what's happening, but it went from a smaller amount to astronomical numbers now, and nobody will answer me correctly. I don't know if it's our insurance. I don't know what it is. But anyways, but I'm going to go to an outside party. I know I can do that through Dr. Barry, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go have those second rechecked. I know we've been going through some stressful things, and of course, I have been pretty sick for about, it went on about 20 days. So, I'm much better. For those of you that have sent the sweetest messages, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to say thank you. Now, again, like I said, no replies on this. So I will do today, I will do tomorrow. And if I don't hear anybody else, then I will let it go, because I want to do what you guys need, what you want, what you would like. I want to make sure that what we do here encourages and feeds y'all. And we will have done almost 30 days worth. And what a blessing that was. I mean, that's amazing, right? So, anyways, next week's going to be a little hairy for me because we're going to be packing to get ready to go. And so this is going to be a chat, and then I'll come back and I'll do the 180 days. And then I have a major haul to share with you guys, and I will probably do it in segments or parts, part one, part two, maybe even a part three. We'll see when I get through, but it's all going with me on the trip. I can't wait. I can't wait. So that and the Bible journaling week, our Bible journaling camp will go with me. And that's pretty much it, in some handwork for the car. I am going to run by Walmart today after my appointment and pick up some things for me to do in the car. So I'm going to be doing 2 different projects in the car because I get really bored and it's 2 full days of driving. So, and I'm so excited, guys. I want to see fall foliage. My husband and I love driving. I mean, it's really hard on my body, but um, I just love meeting people across the country. And we're going to be going through. I've forgotten how many states it takes for us to get to Michigan. So, and my sweet friend in Michigan, if you're watching, I'm going to be calling you in the next week. I need to give you a call back, and hopefully we're going to do a meetup. By the way, if any of you are um, from Texas to Michigan and you think we might come through your town and you want to meet up for a cup of coffee, we'd love to meet you for a cup of coffee. Um, if I can get my husband to slow down, but I'd love to. I know that a friend on here on YouTube does that when they travel. A couple of friends do, and I'd love to meet some of y'all. Love to encourage you in person. If you want to meet, we will be going. We'll hit like Starbucks or Mickey D's or things like that along the way, because my husband is so funny. So when all of this kind of hit a couple of days ago, um, I had not eaten all day because my stomach has been such that I was meeting a friend and I haven't done that since pre-pandemic. And so, yeah, it was a rough afternoon. And anyways, and this friend has been such an amazing friend. And she happened to be working over here. And so she's like, hey, let's meet. And so we met. And of course, I wasn't in a good place, bless her heart, but she's amazing. And just great friend. I mean, great friend. Anyways, but I hadn't eaten, and it was like, I don't know, 4:30 when we decided to go on a drive. So we could talk some things over, and clearly we like to drive. Okay, there you go. And so we went by Mickey D's, and Mickey D's is now offering a patty at a time on their quarter pounders. And my husband was like, let's go. You need to eat. I was like, I need something to drink, like an iced tea or something. You know, what do you want? Well, you know how guys are. And I was like, I just need something. I'm just totally exhausted and I'm totally dehydrated. And he was like, okay, let's go. And he goes, I'll get you tea. And so, anyways, he was very sweet about it. But so he goes, we're going to get a burger patty. And I was like, okay, I haven't eaten. And I promised my friend, she was like, you have to go eat something. Please go eat something. I was like, I will, I'll be fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fasting. I was fasting that day. Not on purpose. It just ended up. But anyways, so we went and got the patties and he looked at me and he goes, finally, an affordable way for us to eat. And I was like, yeah, because if you in any way are gluten intolerant or you're low carb or you just don't eat bread, you don't eat processed food, you can go get, which is 100% beef. Doctors, I mean, this is where they go in my realm, and they go get quarter pounder hamburger patties from McDonald's. And the way I like to eat them is um, I've been getting the cheese. Sometimes I'll get the bacon, but kind of avoiding pork these days. And if you guys don't know, I'm not into pork. I don't do well with pork because of my IBS. And then I was sick for 20 days, was having had pork and something else. And doctors now believe I probably have a pretty high sensitivity to pork. But anyways, plus I'm not sure we didn't get a bug on top. But anyway, so anyways, don't want to go down that. Don't want to go down that trail. But he got a patty and then he said, the cheese is ridiculous. You know, he's such a numbers guy. And I said, cheese is ridiculous. And I said, well, to be honest, the cheese isn't that good for us. We need to bring our own cheese, which when we travel, we have our own sliced cheese. So next week I'll have to restock for the trip, food to eat on the way. And he said, well, what are we going to do when we're traveling? And I said, well, I'll bring sliced cheese in the ice chest. And he was like, perfect. And I said, and I'm bringing our mustard. I mean, mustard out's fine, but kind of getting to be where I used to never like mustard, and now I'm adding it a lot, and I don't need ketchup. And our taste buds really change quickly. It's really amazing to me. But anyways, and if we need a little veggie, he'll get the veg that goes with the burger. I won't, but he will. I might get a little onion every now and then, but so we are finding good resources. So all my keto friends, Mickey D's, those patties, they're so affordable and they are really good. I don't know how they cook them, but they feel very charbroiled or something. I don't know, but they are really good, and they are 100% beef. I think it's In and Out, uh, Wendy's does by the patty. I've never eaten them yet, and that's a long story, and I'm not going to go there, but we will definitely be stopping at Wendy's. And then Mickey D's is like first choice because it's like it's a dollar. I want to say 37, but it maybe like a dollar 58. I can't remember per patty. That's so cheap. I mean, that's so cheap. What we were paying before was like six something for just the patties. I mean, they have finally made it affordable, and we'll buy more. I mean, everybody will buy. We'll go more often. We'll buy more often. So, anyways, but all right, friends, that's kind of an update. The main thing I'm here to ask for is prayer for our family member. You guys have been such prayer warriors in the past from when my parents were so ill, and friends within the channel have been so ill. So I'm going to ask you for prayer. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Yum. So if you're looking at this and you're wondering, well, what's all that cream? I thought you were keto. It is keto. We have a frother, milk frother. And it seems so bougie to me to have something like that. But when I priced them on Amazon, it was a total game changer. And my husband, who was very much into chai lattes, I now make them from scratch with my creamer. And you can do it with coconut milk. You can do it with whatever you want. You can use, alternative milks. You can use cream. You can use, guys, I'm hooked. That will go with us in the car. And we will have our own little AC adapter deal so we can plug directly into the card when we stop and get a cup of coffee or water for my husband to make hot tea. I'll make him a chai latte and me a cup of coffee with cream and fancy cream. So, but thanks, guys, for your prayers. Um, I just want to say that we covet your prayers. We appreciate your prayers. I sent out prayer requests that day, of course, and I really believe God has this completely under control without even a shadow of a doubt. There was just a lot of other stuff with it, and anyway, so all right, friends. Thanks for this chat this morning. Cup of coffee in the chat. If I don't hear, I won't continue on after tomorrow. If you want to keep going, it is not a problem to do this section. Let me know. And then also be ready for that Bible journaling camp again. And we travel, I believe it's the 20th. I don't know, whatever that Saturday is, through that following Sunday, possibly Monday, just depending on what happens. And then camp starts. So I'm excited. I will be taking all of this. I will be filming in the hotel, and yeah, and I'm excited because they have a pool, and yeah, I mean, as long as it's warm. If the pool is warmer and it's inside, and then the hallways are warm, then I will go. And for those of you who are going to ask, we had a lovely time at this concert. These tickets were bought last summer. Matter of fact, July 4th. We were trying to remember where when we bought them, and we ended up sitting next to. We were like, I think eighth row. We were G, so I think we were like eighth row. It was crazy, and smack dab in the middle. I mean, literally smack dab in the middle. And we sat by this sweetest couple that got married the year we got married, and she and I just hit it off. And she was a homeschool mom, and she's finished homeschooling. And interestingly, he plays in bands, and so we and very talented from what they were saying he does. I was like, oh my goodness, you have to be extremely talented to be that diverse, you know. And anyways, we ended up. She gave me a hug when we left. She was just the sweetest thing. Oh, it was just, they were precious. And our chairs were tiny, tiny little wooden chairs. That was my only complaint. Because when we sat down, my husband and I crawled in, and I took a cane just in case. And my husband and I crawled into our seats. And there was a gentleman on the left and a lady on the right. And I said, can we change places? So we walked in. And I don't know. I mean, he seemed like a nice man, but I tried to say hello to him, but we couldn't hear him at all. My husband was sitting next to him, and he goes, it was like he was whispering when he spoke. And I said, I know. And that was in the intermission. And I was like, I'm okay. You know, I felt terrible. But he had white hair, you know, so but we tried to be encouraging, you know, like we do. And anyways, and so I just struck up a conversation with her when I sat down. I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have hips. And I said, she goes, oh, don't feel bad. She goes, look at these chairs in front of us. They're tiny. And I said, I know. And I've lost weight, you know. I mean, I've lost over 100 pounds now, completely from my highest. But now I'm still hanging in the 60s, upper 60s. And I told her, I said, and I've lost weight. I'm sorry. And she was like, no, don't even think about like that. She was just the sweetest gal. Anyways, and we just had the best time. We had the best time. And their daughter got married a year ago, so they're waiting for grandchildren. And so, of course, they had to see ours. And my husband pulled those out, not me. But it was so sweet. And but we had a lovely time. And it's been a long, long time since he and I've been on a real date. And we stayed up till like, I think, 2 last night. Because once we came home, we hadn't eaten. We thought they were going to have food. They didn't. And I mean, they had, you know, I don't care if you're going to go see the Nutcracker. They're going to have a bar. And I hate to say it. And I'm not anti-drinking. Just, I want to not pay $5 for a bottle of water. So, of course, we didn't have any water. And then we saw their venue had food and drinks. And so we thought we would get just a little something to eat and then come home and eat something. And so we came home, we had keto chow. We had keto chow ice cream, and then we had a small keto chow pudding each of us that I had made yesterday. Guys, that butterscotch is so good. I mean, he ate it and went, wow. And I said, I know, I'll order more. We get paid tomorrow, so praise God. But we took that, and it was so good. And I had added the English toffee to it, stevia drops, and I didn't like that as much. I mean, he was like, it's good. And I said, I know it's good, but I have a new video that I filmed for you guys. I got to finish it up, and then I'll get it posted. But next time I'll add butterscotch and plain stevia. Butterscotch flavoring and plain stevia, because anytime you add eggs to something, whether it be a pudding or an egg white bread, it just it absorbs all the flavor, and so you have to add a little extra flavor. So anyways, thank you for your prayers. Thank you for I will keep you posted. We will know more probably Friday, and then it'll go through till the first of next week, and I think we'll be okay. I think it's going to be okay, but pray it's going to be okay, you know. But I thank you guys. I thank you so much. Y'all are my friends, and I appreciate y'all. And I count you such blessings in my life, in our family's life, for the prayers that you've so afforded us over the years and support. And yeah, so all right, I will end this video. I'll be back with the devotional. I will go ahead and film too, and then I have to get, I'm looking at the calendar. Calendar, I'm tired. The clock, I have to go, but I don't want to rush through these. And I'm going to take another sip of coffee. All right, friends, I love you guys as much as I love you. God loves you. Thank you so much for being here. And like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Please leave a comment in light of the devotional. If you are the one that wants me to keep doing it, just let me know. Jesus went, he told the story of the shepherd going after the one lamb. Something fell in there. Going after the one lamb. And if that is you, I will do my very best to keep going. Anyways, but if I don't hear from anybody, then I'm going to let it go. And we'll get on to the next project. And there are tons of them. I've been working in that room in there, the dining room, and cleaning through a ton of supplies. So yeah, the project list just keeps going and going and going. So anyways, I got to get my dining room table back really quick. So I'm hoping to get that done this weekend and next week. But this weekend we go to a play. Yes, after everything happened this week, my husband said, we are going to a play and you're going to have fun. And I was just like, what? I mean, we don't go to two things in a year, much less in a week. So anyways, it was, and he was trying to make me laugh and was just being so sweet. And he was upset, but he was just being a good man. He was being a good man that day. And he knew how upset I was, and he was just trying to make me laugh. And that, what a good, you know, my sister's funny. She has, and I'll just take this and I'll let you go. My sister has a very funny husband, and he can be kind of curmudgeon-y, but funny. And he gets on a roll. And then he starts sending stuff, like he'll send me stuff to make me laugh. And then he'll include my sister. And then my sister will be laughing. And she has told me many times, it is your husband's job to make you laugh. That's part of the marriage contract. And so I think my husband is finding that joy in his journey. And he's very focused on us right now, he and I, and he spent a long time investing in a lot of people. You know, I gave up my job, all the things that were very, matter of fact, I fought him initially. My job was very important to me, and it was my ministry, even though, you know, people would say it wasn't official ministry. I had worked in ministry, so to give it up was huge. And I was glad to do it. I mean, I was glad. But and then he gave up things along the way, and then we gave up things, and then we took on other family members and other things that were left behind, and we're beginning to kind of find our own way again. And the pandemic was difficult and very difficult on him. And I just think he's just not going to go there anymore. And I think that he's not going to go, I mean, he doesn't want to take on the things of others now. And when God calls us to serve and lead or be in those places, we're now available to do that. And what we were doing was a type of service. There is no doubt. And God had called us to those things, and we are grateful for those experiences. But I tend to take on too much. I tend to take on, I mean, we knew everybody who sat around us last night. I mean, you know, my husband's like, is there not a stranger? You know, and I said, but weren't they lovely, you know? And they lived near where my sister and brother-in-law live. So I've got to tell my sister today. We have a call either today or tomorrow. I can't remember. And then they actually lived in the town that her father-in-law lived. That was so dear to our family that when he passed away, it was so hard. It was so hard. When we would go stay in their homes and staycations, he would come over. We would invite him to dinner. to be with our family. That's how much I just loved him. And we spent every Christmas together, just precious, precious, until the pandemic. Until the pandemic. So, all right, friends, I'll be back. Drink a sip of coffee, and we will get on with our devotional and get on with our day. All right, guys, I love you. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this with anybody if they need a cup of coffee and an encouragement this morning, and if they're prayer warriors. We really are calling out all the prayer warriors. I'm asking, and I'm sorry, but I believe that's what we do as believers. We stand the gap for each other, and it is a blessing to pray for y'all. And so I'm asking you to pray for my family member, and I really appreciate it. All right, friends, I'll be back. Talk to you soon. Bye.